This year's Daytona 500 has all the speed, all the drama you'd expect. But there's one storyline that honestly feels like it was ripped straight out of a Hollywood script, and you are not going to believe who's right in the middle of it.
Okay, so let's just try to connect the dots here. You've got this guy, an absolute Hollywood legend. I mean, you know him from Escape from New York, The Thing, so many classics. And then you have the Daytona 500. So what on earth is the connection?
Well, here it is. The official news is that Kurt Russell is going to be this year's honorary pace car driver. And look, that's cool, right? A fun celebrity appearance. But that is not the real story here. The real story is why him. It goes so much deeper than just putting a famous face out front to lead the pack.
And that brings us to this champion's secret past. Because his connection to the world of racing, well, it started long before his name was ever up on a movie poster.
Yeah, this is not some publicity stunt. In fact, for Kurt Russell getting behind the wheel at Daytona, it's actually a homecoming.
This timeline, it tells such an incredible story. I mean, just look at this. Way back in 1959, an 8-year-old Kurt Russell wasn't just, racing quarter midgets. He became a U.S. national champion. This was 7 years before he even starred in his first big Disney movie. He was a champion racer first. And now he's coming full circle, returning to the world where it all started for him.
And you can just feel how excited he is about it. He said, "I can't wait to get back behind the wheel. It's been a long time since I've been in a race car." So for him, this isn't just a gig, it's a genuine return to a childhood passion.
But, while a Hollywood legend has his spot at the front of the pack guaranteed, there's this whole other intense drama unfolding. It's all about the drivers who are just desperately trying to make it into the race at all. This is the race before the race, the fight for a spot. So to really get the stakes here, you have to know about what are called open teams. See, unlike the big-name teams that have their spots locked in, these guys, they have to literally fight their way into the Daytona 500. They either have to be the fastest in qualifying or win these preliminary races just to get onto the starting grid. It's just pure high-stakes competition.
And just look at how brutal that fight is. This year, you've got 7 drivers, all battling it out for just 4 available spots. That means 3 of them, their Daytona dream is over before the main event even begins. The pressure is just unbelievable.
And these aren't just statistics, right? These are drivers with their careers on the line. You've got this mix of veterans and up-and-comers. Guys like Justin Allgaier, J.J. Yealy, and Casey Mears, all of them putting everything they have into this one shot at glory. For these guys, just making the race, that's everything.
Okay, so once the field is finally set, the drama does not stop. Not at all. In fact, it just shifts into a completely different kind of battle. This is where we get into strategy at 200 miles per hour. Think of it like a high-speed chess match. If you're just watching casually, superspeedway racing might look like total chaos, right? Like every driver is just out for themselves. But what's really going on is so much more complicated. It's this delicate dance of cooperation and forming alliances, all happening at these insane speeds.
Don't just take my word for it. Veteran driver Brad Keselowski explained it perfectly. He said, "Superspeedway racing is about cooperation. Having an additional car allows us to be more effective in forming drafting alliances, controlling lanes, and putting ourselves in position when it matters most. It's all about teamwork out there."
And this isn't just some theory. Teams are actively using this strategy. So take RFK Racing. They're running an extra open car for a guy like Corey LaJoie. And yes, he's one of those underdogs trying to race his way in. But for the team, it's a strategic move. If he makes the race, he becomes a vital ally in the draft for their main cars. It's a huge gamble, but it's all about improving the entire team's odds of winning. So, when you start to put all of these pieces together, it becomes crystal clear why this year's Daytona 500 is really shaping up to be a must-watch race.
It really all boils down to 3 incredible dramas packed into one single event. You've got a Hollywood star's emotional return to his racing roots. You've got an intense underdog battle where dreams are absolutely going to be made and broken. And on top of all that, you have a high-speed chess match where the smartest team, not just the fastest car, could end up taking the win.
So if you want to see how this all plays out, the Daytona 500 kicks off on Sunday, February 15th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. You're definitely going to want to mark your calendar for this one.
And that leaves us with one final, fascinating question. When that green flag finally drops, who's really going to steal the show? Will it be the movie star, The determined underdog who clawed their way in, or the master strategist who outplays everybody on the track? I guess we'll just have to watch to find out.